Heart disease is a top cause of death among women, accounting for about 1 in every 5 deaths. But among black women, some of those statistics are a bit more unsettling. So tonight, our Sydney Orr is helping you learn the signs to look out for and how you can prevent heart disease.
That's right, Febin. The American Heart Association says almost 59% of black women over the age of 20 have cardiovascular disease. And the chief medical officer at Community Health Centers of Buffalo tells me the signs aren't always so obvious.
Yeah, I started noticing I was very fatigued, short of breath. I started having like abnormal swelling in my legs.
At just 32 years old, Dawn Trotter says she received news that would change her life forever. She was diagnosed with congestive heart failure.
They were telling me that I had a heart of a 90-year-old woman. And they actually gave me a year to live. I was lost. I felt like I was too young.
But Chief Medical Officer at Community Health Centers of Buffalo, Kenyani Davis, says when it comes to heart health, not only are black women dying at disproportionately high rates compared to their white counterparts, according to the CDC, more are impacted earlier.
But 6.5% of all black women actually have coronary artery disease before the age of 20 years old, which means that we're having this conversation when you're in your 20s.
Davis says many risk factors are attributed to underlying disease that are more prevalent in black communities, like obesity, hypertension, high cholesterol, and diabetes.
If you have diabetes, your risk of having a heart attack is the same risk as somebody who's already had a heart attack who's working on their second heart attack.
Davis says high blood pressure is also a major cause of heart attack and stroke, but there are ways to prevent it.
If you can just modify the hypertension, you can significantly reduce the number of heart attacks and strokes you have in a population. And why that's important is because the African American population is overburdened with hypertension. So something as simple as just going for your annual visit or going to the doctor or routinely just randomly checking your blood pressure, those are the most important steps.
Both Davis and Trotter say no matter how busy you are or how many others are relying on you to be strong, you have to make your health a priority.
We always think it's something else. Like, oh, I'm feeling tired. Oh, well, that can only be because I'm working too much, or I'm feeling really fatigued, or maybe short of breath. Just please listen to your body.
Davis says heart disease is a lifestyle disease. So that means what you're eating, drinking, smoking, and even how you manage your mental health can take a toll on your heart health. But the right changes, it can be prevented. Live in studio, I'm Sydney Orr, 7 News.
Thank you so much for bringing a spotlight on that, Sydney. Well, all